welcome to With Love Tarot. I'm back with your monthly reading for June of 2020. So this is going to cover your current energies, your future energies for the rest of May going into all of June 2020. And I also took an advice card for what you need to hear now to bring in success during this time period. And also stick around till the end because I took an oracle card that is just for you for the messages that you need to hear most during this time period. For those of you who've been watching me, you know that I pick up on a lot of different messages during these general readings. So love can pop up as well as money and career. And I'm also putting out your love reading for June in just a few days, so stay tuned for that. Are you ready? So coming into your current energies here, what popped out is the Hermit. So this is you guys, very nice. You are in your own reading. So first message coming through is that some of you could be taking a time out of some sort. Now, it doesn't have to be something major. It could be that you are going through a time period where you're going within to get guidance or answers on something, okay? Now, if this is not happening at the time you watch this reading, then this is something to come in for your future. I love the Hermit in this deck, though, because it's really not so much, for me, about being alone or isolated. It's more about going within and shutting out the noise to hear your inner voice or hear the call, so to speak, right? This Hermit here too is a wise guide. This person has a lot of wisdom, which is you, and is indeed guided by the star, right? So even though there's no one else in the card, this Hermit is very much getting wisdom. They're guided. They're on a path of some sort. So this is the energy that you're taking on. It's really, really beautiful. With the Sun card as the other card for your current energies, it's interesting because it's kind of opposite. But the way I'm reading this is that this is also some type of happiness or good news to come in for you. Okay, so this is, I believe that this is a time period, this is an important time period is what just came through, and this time period being all of June. This could be good news coming in for some of you out there, and for also too, it could be that after a period of introspection that you come out of this eventually and really start to mingle. It could be get-togethers and celebrations for a small percentage of you out there too, right? Now, some of you could be dealing with a fire sign or somebody with fire in their chart, in particular a Leo. Not for everybody, obviously. So for your future, we have a little bit of tricky energy. We have Nine of Swords with the Seven of Pentacles. Okay, guys, so for the Nine of Swords, this is about having some type of anxious feeling and even being up all night, right? Now, these are very specific messages, guys, so please take what resonates here and leave the rest. If this is not your story, then don't try to make it fit. But with the Nine of Swords, this could sometimes be about paralysis by overanalysis. You know how we all get into that energy where we're laying in bed and we can't sleep because we're thinking about the million things that we have to do, or there's something that's replaying in our head from the past, or it's just something that keeps you up, okay? So that's really the message coming through. So with the Seven of Pentacles, this is also about waiting on something. So some of you could be in the feeling of losing sleep or just waiting on a result of something, right? Seven of Pentacles is about being a little bit impatient. So the feeling I'm getting is you put a lot of hard work into a situation and you're waiting on results. That's what's coming through here. It could be in any situation, whether you're dealing with a particular person or your job or career. It's like you're waiting for it to come to fruition. In some of my decks, there's a person who is, staring at their crops or staring at a bush that they've tended to, that they've planted seeds for, and they're waiting to pick the fruit off the bush or the tree, okay? So that's the kind of energy that's coming through here, is that for your future, it's not a bad energy that's coming through here, but what it is saying is you'll, for some of you, be in the energy of really waiting on something to come in, or you're waiting on results. And for some of you, it could be to the point of obsession. Okay, so I'm going to take some clarifiers in just a few minutes. So your card of advice is the Star, and I love that this is here, guys. So it's interesting because we start with Major Arcana and we're ending with Major Arcana. So, you know, what the feeling I got here is keep the faith. So now that I delivered those last few messages, this is all interconnected. Guys, keep the faith. That's the advice you need to hear now. See a situation through, okay? So if you're waiting on results in a situation, whatever that is, have faith that it's all going to work out, okay? Because this is what this card is about. It's also wish fulfillment. It's a healing energy. It's really, really beautiful. So what you need to hear now is to have faith, trust the process, but also too, if some of you need to heal from something, now is really the time to do it. Whether that's healing from a broken heart, healing from a bad situation, you know, now is the time to really put yourself first and make sure you're taking care of yourself, right? It's okay to be selfish around this time period is what's coming through. So I'm going to take some clarifiers here to get more specific. Okay guys, so clarifying your current energies, here we have the Lovers. So wow, this is really beautiful energy. Okay, so first message coming through here is some of you could be connecting with a love interest, right? And it could be somebody that makes you really happy, especially if this is somebody you've been dealing with for a while. So congratulations if that's your story. Very, very beautiful. For others of you too, you could be faced with a decision around this time period, an important decision. Some of you could be weighing out the pros and cons in a situation and deciding what to do, right? That's for a small percentage of you out there. It could be connected with that Nine of Swords energy I was feeling with your future energy. But if that's not your story, the Lovers card, especially with the Sun, is also an important connection that's coming through, okay? Some of you could be dealing with a Gemini or a person with Gemini somewhere in their birth chart, okay? You could be speaking to this person, because this is also about communication some of the time. You could be speaking to this person or getting together with them. And it doesn't necessarily even have to be romantic. This could be somebody that brings you a lot of happiness or even a celebration, like I said, with the Sun card, or a reunion even for some of you out there. Maybe even after a period of no contact with the Hermit card here. So for your future energies, we have the Eight of Swords with the Ten of Swords. And I was like, what the heck is going on with Virgo? So it's interesting because we now have the entire sequence. We have the 8, the 9, and the 10. And these are very, very tricky cards here, guys. Okay? So I have the feeling that some of you are dealing with something really tough. And obviously this is not everybody's storyline, but this is somebody's because it's here, so I have to deliver the message. And it could also be something that you've carried from the past. So if this is a breakup that you went through, you could still be really struggling with it around this time period. That's the energy coming through here, and it's keeping you up at night. It doesn't have to be a breakup. It could be an ending, something that ended. Unfortunately, a loss of a job for some of you out there. It could have something to do with what we were all affected by these past few months. But it's something that you're really struggling with, and it's also, you know, you're in your own head about it. It's like you can't get out of your head to save your life, okay? I kept shuffling and shuffling and shuffling. I'm like, what's this all about? So the Six of Cups popped out. Okay, so Six of Cups for me, guys, is about somebody from your past, many times reconnecting with somebody reaching out and saying, hey, what's up, right? And it's interesting because we had the Lovers in your current energy. So some of you are dealing with somebody that you're really connected with. It could be a soulmate, especially with the Lovers present for some of you out there, that this is what's causing you so much heartache. So I'm sorry if that's your story. But also, too, the message coming through is that somebody could try to come back around for your future after a period of no contact, or after really waiting for a long time, or it just feels like that. Okay, this is somebody that made you really happy, that you have memories tied to, and even somebody that you could go way back with years, or even somebody from your childhood for some of you out there. If that's not your story and you're not dealing with a breakup or anybody in particular, then the other storyline coming through here with the Six of Cups. Six of Cups is just a beautiful card in general. This is about nostalgia, guys. And it could be that you're getting together with family or friends, or just reconnecting with a friend, right? This is about a known joy, doing things that make you happy. It's like comfort food, right? So watching your favorite movies, or doing stuff that's like a guaranteed good time. So whatever this is, it's a really, really beautiful energy. But just be aware, guys, if there is somebody trying to reconnect with you, especially if they weren't, for your best interests, be cautious and be aware of that. Because for some of you, this is going to be about somebody making a reappearance in your life. So the oracle card I took for you before your reading is Smoke or Prayers. This is a really beautiful card. Whether you have given your prayers up to God, the Goddess, Great Spirit, or to whomever aligns with your beliefs, be assured that your prayers have been heard and are being answered. Still, you are required to have patience. It may seem as though you have been waiting an age to receive the results you have asked for. Whoa, guys, what was I saying about waiting on something and having faith and hope with the Star card? Wow. But you must allow everything to unfold naturally, like smoke rising from a fire pit. To bring it all about, things invisible to you must take place in the background. So even though you may be impatient to see results, have faith and trust that everything is in divine order. Positive anticipation is appropriate because you will receive what you were hoping for, or something even better. Ooh, I just got the goosebumps. I love when this happens, guys. It confirms everything I just said to you. Very nice. Virgo, I wish you a beautiful June. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and be on the lookout for your love reading in a few days. And I will see you next time with love.